Alright, what's going on, guys? FlipZ here, back again with another NBA2K20 video, and today we're doing the usual. Now, if you're currently here, it is currently December at the time I'm recording this, and I think it's best if I drop this early for all the new players that are going to get the game. Obviously Christmas and stuff like that, but there still are deals going out there, and people just probably cop 2K20, and people just, or some people just want to learn how to play guard and just don't know how to use the right stick. So that's what I'm here for. You came to the right video. For all my advanced dribblers out there, disclaimer, I recommend you guys click off the video now, because it's not for you guys, it's for the beginners, the other people, the people that just want to play guard, and people that just got the game. So it's around that time of the year, and I feel like people need this now, because I did drop that September, but it's not getting out there as much. So this is the best way I can put it. So guys, this is strictly for beginners only. So if you're anywhere near advanced level of dribbling, by all means, please click off the video now. Just save you time. Don't want to waste any of your time. Anyways, back to the point. So guys, I'll be teaching you the basics. I'll be giving you some tips and tricks and let you know what you need to know, feel me, just to get a feel of dribbling on 2K20. Now, if you still aren't playing 2K20, well, this, you know what I'm saying, it's for y'all. You know, that's why I'm making 2K20 videos. I already addressed what I'm gonna do for the future. But anyways, to the main topic. Now, first things first, before we get straight into the straight into the dribbling, I don't have my controller camera, by the way, so I'll set that up in a bit. But on the other note, let's get a couple of things down. So first things first, what I want to address is that the ball handling on your guard has to be 86 or above in order to do specific moves, and they're really not that hard to do at all. But I'll just go to the roster real quick just to show you what my attributes are looking like. That's tough. Right around here, there you go. I have a 97 ball control, so you know I'm pretty above that and all. Default, I have a 95 ball control in this build. Try to go for any build that can dribble, and you know, that does get 86 ball control. You know what I'm saying? Like anything that goes like, because you get 4 attributes when you hit 99. So anything that has like 82 ball control, you're set. You're done. You're set. So, and that's that. Anyways, so make sure you have 86 ball control and above. Make sure you have that as well. Another thing, a lot of questions I get asked a lot is about dribbling badges. Dribbling badges just to move around and stuff. So we'll go to the playmaking badges. Now, when it comes to playmaking badges, it's all about a speed build. If you're a guard, it's all about speed, right? Speed and passing, obviously, you know. So for your speed, it's most likely handles for days and quick first step are the main 2 badges you want to focus towards. I only have stop and go just for my own personal likings. This is just all personal preference. So I have stop and go. You can, if you have 30 badges like I do, you can switch this around. Upgrade Dimer a little bit more, probably put on Ankle Breaker if you want to, or Space Creator, the Space Creator and the Ankle Breaker combo is a good combination as well. But for personal preferences only, I like stop and go. So anyways, like I said, aim towards handles for days and quick first step. These are the first 2 main badges you want. If you can get them Hall of Fame, get them Hall of Fame. But if you could just get them gold, gold is perfectly fine. The Hall of Fame to gold difference is not that much, but it's just a little bit of a difference, like small percentage difference, and that's that. When it comes to unpluggable, now if you have a lot of badge points, you can put unpluggable Hall of Fame or gold, but if you don't have a lot of badge points, unpluggable bronze is fine. It doesn't really matter, because unpluggable is just a broken badge in a way where it just doesn't, sometimes it works, it doesn't work. You know, you could, it doesn't really matter, because it really is just 2K. It's 2K, so it's just that type of, it just gives that type of vibe. It's just 2K. That's all it is. So I have it Hall of Fame just because I have the badge points, and I really, you know what I'm saying, it doesn't matter to me. But bronze is perfectly fine. If you can't go to Hall of Fame, gold is fine as well if you have the badges. But highly recommend if you have low playmaking badges, badge points or upgrades or whatever, just keep it on bronze, which is perfectly fine. Everything else is all personal preference. If you want tight handles helps stun the defender. It doesn't break the defender's ankles, but it helps stun the defender. If you have, if you're down to like your last 2, and this was my strategy, if you're down to your last 2 badge points, just go for bailout and dimer. Dimer on bronze does help. Bailout does help as well out of layups, like layups that come up with like 3 people come at you in the paint and you have to pass out. It does help. So I just had bailout just cause. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna just recap it one more time. Handles for days and quick first step is the main things you want to go for, and then right after these two, I'd say going on pluckable on bronze. But if you have the points, gold or Hall of Fame is perfectly fine by you. Everything else is all personal preference. After that, if you want floor general does help on Hall of Fame. That's only if you have the points. But these 3 badges right here is what you want to focus on. Right after quick first step and handles for days, go straight to unpluckable. Now that that's out of the way as well, so right, you got what's next? Oh, the Sigs, right. The Sigs is an important thing. Sigs can be personal preference, but the best people like to say what the best Sigs are. In my opinion, right? Not a fact. In my opinion, these are the best Sigs in my opinion, right? So I'm gonna just run it back one more time. You know, I have Zach LaVine size up package strictly for its rhythm dribble, and the rhythm dribble is when you just flick the right stick up because of the size. It depends on the size of the package. So if I have Kemba Walker's, I'll get that animation, either that animation or that animation as well. Actually, I only get 2 animations because that's just a back and forth crossover. So you just get 2 animations. It just goes on. Curry's is different between the legs and then behind the back. And so yeah, I'm currently using Zach LaVine because Zach LaVine has the Pro 2 Escape. Now, a little bit of knowledge to break down to you guys. Pro 2 Escape alternatives to this Pro 2, which is I'm talking about Pro 2 size up package. So when it comes to Pro 2 size up package, it has a good escape. The alternative to Pro 2 size up package is Stephen Curry and Zach LaVine. Those are the alternatives. Now, before they patched the Pro 3 size up package, the alternatives to Pro 3s were Pro 3, right? Well, there's Pro 3, and the alternatives were Allen Iverson and Kyrie Irving. The differences between the size up packages is just the rhythm dribbles. That's it. Some of them can have the same type of escape out of the size up package, but the rhythm dribbles is mainly the differences between each other. Sometimes between the legs animations and stuff like that. But that's basically like the gist of it. Basically, like it's just the difference between the rhythm dribbles, because you'll see some have the same escape, and you'll figure out like, okay, this is similar to this and this is similar to that. It'll all click in once you're constantly testing animations over and over and over again. So everything's gonna click in and stuff like that. For the dribble style, listen, nobody. All right, I'm gonna lay this out right now. Nobody uses left stick dribbling. Not a single person, not a soul on earth uses left stick dribbling. It's literally in the game, and it's pointless. It is pointless. This is the dribble style. It just involves your left stick. I don't use my dribble style. I know how to use it, but I don't use it because there's no need for it. It's unnecessary. Because the animation's not going to do anything for me. It's not going to create enough space for me or allow me to chain the combo so I can go into another combo. It literally is useless. So it does not matter with dribble style. There's no best dribble style because this is the most useless goddamn animation in the game. And it is true. Nobody uses it. Trust me. Alright, moving behind the back is also personal preference as well, but I like to flip it around Pro 3 and Pro 5. So Pro 5, Pro 3, one of the two. I would use Pro 4, but Pro 4 is like, Pro 4 is not, it's not it anymore right now. I wish it was, but it's not. It is it left from 2K20. The Pro 4 is heard. Pro 4 is nice on 2K. I mean, not 2K20, 2K19. Pro 4 is nice on 2K19. But for 2K20, I was about to say 2K15 for some reason. I don't know why. But for 2K20, Pro 3 and Pro 5 is what I like to flip through. Some people still use Pro 6 as well, since it was like iconic on 17, but I like Pro 5 and Pro 3 better. Move and spin is automatically Pro 4. I will never change the spin ever in my life again. If I do, I'll probably go to Pro 3. Let that be known. Some people like to use Basic 1. I always I sound repetitive, but yes, it is true. Some people do like to use Basic 1. But Pro 4 is a banger. Pro 4 stays Pro 4. Move and hesitation, you already know. Pro 1 or Pro 3. People love these two because of its animation cancel. Pro 3, you can get the jump shot off faster. Pro 1, it just doesn't have that. But Pro 3 and Pro 1 are the same thing. It's just Pro 3, you can just get the jump shot off faster. And if you need, if you wanted to get more into detail to that, why people use Pro 3, I can, just leave a comment down below and I'll give you feedback and I'll let you know all the information you want to know. But that's pretty much it. These two are the same thing. They're literally the same thing. It doesn't matter. They're literally the same thing. Just one has a small difference. That's it. The triple threat styles, nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. All right, so we got the animations down, we got the badges down, got down all the information, answered all questions, because I get a lot of these in the comments. People are always wondering what the ball control is for my player, and it's obvious. It's been in 2K for years. It's always 86 ball control and above, and it's constantly going to stay like that. It's been like that since like 15. It's been like that since 15. It's been 5 years, and you know, there you go. Simple as that. So yeah, we got the animation down, badges down, done, and done. All those questions are answered. So there you go. If anybody's had those questions, bang. All right, done. Now we'll get straight into the tutorial. All right, got the controller camera set up nice and tidy to the shoot around. Now, another question is, people always ask me to use the ball machine. The problem with the ball machine is that it doesn't let me do a certain, it doesn't let me do my whoopty cancel when I'm on the ball machine. So that's why I'm not always on shoot around. That's why I'm always on shoot around, because I can't do the moves I want to do. So when it comes to doing like, for example, like this, yeah, I can't do my, like, I can't do the spin I want. So I can't do the whoopty into momentum into a whoopty, and then I cancel the whoopty to a spin, which is way 10 times better, in my opinion, how I see it. So, all right, so let's get this down. So when it comes to dribbling, right, everything's all right stick. Left stick is not really a problem anymore. Like, left stick is just not, like, nobody uses these type of things. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. That was a fast crossover. As I say, nobody uses these things, and I do a move that I'm not used to. Yeah, okay. Anyways, break. All right, so let's continue. When it comes to dribbling, everything's all right stick, basically, right? Between the legs, all that stuff. So we'll break down everything slowly. We'll get to momentum. We'll build up into the momentum crossover, because a lot of people still don't know how to do the momentum crossover to this day. Yes, it is true. All right, so when it comes to dribbling, right, if you do left right, this is your, depending on your size up, this is what your left right crossover looks like. If you do between the legs, this is what your between the legs looks like off of your size up package. Now, the reason why this is a preset, the reason why it's so fast, and it doesn't matter what build you're on. Now, the reason why I'm saying this is because this size up package, as long as you have 70 ball control, you can have the Zach LaVine size up package. It doesn't matter what ball speed, as long as your ball control is above 70, you can dribble at this. You can do this left right crossover at this speed anytime. Anytime. The speed is the same. It's a preset in the game. It's preset in the game is what I'm trying to say. So that's that, right? It's not hard to do between the legs. It's just diagonal to the opposite side of the ball hand, or the off ball hand, basically. So what I want to explain is that every time I explain on my tutorials what the off ball hand is, it's just a ball without the hand. So the ball's in the left hand, and on my left hand, right? The hand that doesn't have the ball, sorry, is the off ball hand. So just throw diagonal down towards the non-ball hand. So balls on the left side, you know, just basic stuff, feel me? The right hand is balls on the left side, right hand's on the right, bottom right, pop, you know, vice versa, pop, done, easy, right? Get used to that. Now, reason why I'm saying this, and you're just like, oh, this is something I already know. Reason why I'm saying this, because it's gonna build up to other moves. See, that's exactly, I'm already reading your mind. I mean, exactly my point. You get used to this, you're just gonna be like, oh, right. Now, continuing on. So get that between the legs now, because it's gonna come up close. It's gonna come up. There's a reason why you're gonna need to know how to do it between the legs. Like, literally, that's the funniest thing ever. Your left right crossover, you already got that down. It's just literally left right. Doing a crossover shouldn't be that hard. Now, onto certain moves. So escape. I want to explain escape real quick. Just hold R2. Sorry if you get your background noise. I'm super sorry. I don't know why. It's literally 5 in the afternoon and there shouldn't be a truck in the parking lot. But anyways, let me continue. The escape. This is what an escape is. Holding R2, flicking the right stick down. This is the escape animation. This was in last year. You couldn't way earlier on when 2K was out in September. You had to tap L2 and then hold R2 and flick the right stick down to do an escape. And then they fixed it so you can properly do an escape now, and switched around certain inputs for certain dribble moves, so this escape could be possible in the game now. And once they had that, that's when I was using the Kyrie Irving size up package back then, but a couple of patches back ago. And after they patched that, I'm on Zach LaVine. So this is the only escape. This is the only best escape in the game. It's fast. it gets your feet set, and you can burst out of it with so much speed, depending on your build, depending on the quick first step you have. It gives you, it's perfect. So I love this. And now our dude, just hold R2, flip the right stick down. That's your escape. Really key thing about the escape is that the escape is such a it's like a reset. Reason why it's like a reset, because it gives you the space to back up and just get a feel for yourself, so you can have somewhat of space, so animations could clear, not clearly, but how can I say it? They can be done. The animation can play out. Yeah, that sounds better. The animation can play out, because the problem with 2K and when somebody's playing defense in front of you, the problem is that you get sucked into so many defensive bump animations for no reason, when you're not trying to go a certain way. It just puts you there. You can see the space you have, but it just puts you in a defensive animation for no reason. So that's why the escape is so useful, if you're wondering. Now that we got the escape down, we'll go into the behind the back part. Now you can just flick down and do it behind the back. Yeah, that's simple, but we want to know how to do this behind the back as well. Now remember when I told you how to between the legs? It's the same thing. Do it between the legs, just hold R2. You could just do a regular standing, a little behind the back. Now this is not that bad at all, really. I use this sometimes in my moves, but I like to do it in my own style. So I do it between the leg, my own between the legs behind the back, so it can be spammable enough. So instead of back then on 19, I used to know how to spam what's it called? I used to know how to spam Trey Young. Since there's no Trey Young no more, this is the closest thing we could get to it. This is spammable. Doesn't waste a lot of stamina, but it does get the job done, which is pretty cool as well. And it looks pretty clean when you get the Curry animation. Now this is, if you get that Curry behind the back animation, if y'all know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. But the nice behind the back animation, which is right here. Yeah, that one right there. That's the best one. So you know, it looks pretty clean. So that's why I add my own twist to it. I do it between the legs, then I'm behind the back, because it could keep creating me space and keep moving me out of my positioning, and I can keep the consistency going. So that's that. Now that you got this behind the back now, which is just holding R2 and doing it between the legs, the explosive behind the back is key. This is the most overpowered move in the game, to be honest. How I see it, that's exactly how I see it. This is one of the most overpowered moves in the game. Explosive behind the back is the same thing as the standing behind the back, which is this one. You just move towards where you're throwing the ball. What I mean is, as soon as I throw that behind the back, I'm moving towards where the ball's going. So basically it's gonna go from right to left. Feel me? So ball's in my right hand, to throw it behind the back, and I'll hold the left stick towards that direction so I can move. That triggers the explosive behind the back. Now if you can trigger the explosive behind the back and do a sham god just by simply hitting the inputs and quickly stopping the left stick. Once you stop the left stick, your motion stops and you do a sham god. You can get bad sham gods, or right there, as you can see, you can get a perfect sham god. Now some are one, you can either get the sloppy one or, you know, the cleaner one, right? Basically, yeah, simple as that. Cleaner one or sloppy one. Sometimes you can do the timing perfect and you can get the sloppy one. As you can see right here, I'm definitely doing the timing perfect. There's no way you can't tell me I'm not. But depending on the timing, you know, you can consistently keep getting the cleaner sham god. So that's that. But the explosive behind the back, just holding that hold the left stick towards that direction of the behind the back. Now you're probably wondering, where do you hold the, yeah, obviously the controller camera's there, but you're probably wondering where you're holding that left stick, what direction. Just the top right or top left, basically. So either here or here, if you can see the controller. Which is the best. That's like literally the best direction. That's how I see it. So you got that explosive behind the back down, which is key. The explosive behind the back is key because it sets you up. It sets you up. Now, if I had Pro 3, I would have instantly shot off of my hesitation. So yeah, the explosive behind the back is key. Now you can learn combos. You could do like the small little combos that I like to do, which is that between the legs and that behind the back right there, which is pretty clean as well. I'm like, you know, get a little shot off. Green bean, feel me? But yeah, like I said, explosive behind the back is key. Learning this helps a lot because it creates so much space. It's so wide, it's so instant, and it's fast too. So it just picks up speed. But that's pretty much that for that explosive behind the back. Now, this is the last thing I want to let you guys know. No, not the last thing, actually. I have to teach you momentum. So momentum crossover is simple. They made it easier and easier time through time again. Because I don't know why, but throughout 2K, it's been hard to do momentum crossover ever since, and it's been, the animation's been in the game on 14, but it was different. The animation was different. It's been the same since 15. So for 5 years, the momentum crossover has been the same animation at least. They changed the inputs in 19 and 20. So all you have to do is just hold R2 now. You don't even have to worry about tapping it anymore. Because back then you'd have to tap it. So when it comes to doing momentum crossover, you could just hold R2. So while holding R2, you're probably wondering, okay, it's a momentum crossover. So plug the puzzle pieces together. Just do a crossover holding R2, right? But the twist is, right, it's the same thing, and it's the same, the left stick input is the same thing as the explosive behind the back. Just throw that left stick towards the direction of the crossover. Simple as that, right? So I'm gonna explain a little bit more. I'm holding R2, the ball's in the right hand. I do a crossover towards the non-ball hand, right? While doing that crossover, in midway of that crossover, after I flick that right stick to the left, that's where the left stick goes to the top left, right? So I can send my player towards that direction to fully get the momentum crossover animation. Now, the momentum crossover, allow me to explain, momentum crossover, in order to keep having consistent movement, you have to hold the crossover, hold that direction in order to get moving animations. What I mean by moving animations like this behind the back, which is behind the back 5. The momentum crossover is a little bit patched more from 19 to 20. It's different. You can't just momentum and then spin instantly. So it's not like what it used to be. They added this retreat spin, which is useless because nobody uses it. Right. And then what's it called? So you can't just momentum spin and then instantly start coming up. So it's not like 19. Now, what you can do, there are alternatives. What I always come up with. That's how the great dribblers work. You have to come up with constant counters and counters and counters to things that your opponent closes you out on, or the developers close you out on, because clearly they're trying to patch the dribbling, but they're going crazy right now. It's cool, feel me? But onto the topic, you know what I'm saying? Constantly have counters upon counters, going up, counter to counter to counter to a counter. Sorry, I don't like doing that. I had to repeat myself on that. So, okay. Momentum crossover. Alternatives are momentum between the legs, momentum behind the back, momentum explosive behind the back, and momentum whoopty, which is one of my favorites that are very underrated to use. So, that is it. That's all the alternatives to the momentum crossover. It's just this. Oh no, wait, my bad. This. And two more. 1, 2, and the whoopty. Oh no, I messed it up. Yeah, there you go. Sorry, and the whoopty. That's pretty much it, really, for the momentum crossover. The last thing I want to address for the momentum crossover is that no, not the momentum crossover, is find your rhythm. Now, what I mean by that is that find your go-to moves. Since there's no size ups and this is the only thing to a rhythm dribble we have, this is not fast enough to give you that rhythm dribble feel from like previous 2Ks. So my alternative, you know, you already know, I have my own alternative. That's how I work. My alternative to not having a size up is to finding a rhythm, my own rhythm dribble. Now, my rhythm dribble, I'm gonna give it to you guys. Y'all gonna look, watch y'all. Like, I'm gonna be in the twos, and then next thing you know, people gonna start guarding me and stuff like that. Like, oh yeah, I know your moves because I watch your videos. I'm like, oh, that's tough, crazy. Anyway, my go-to is my momentum between the legs to an escape. Reason why I do this move, it is so crucial. Reason why it helps is because it gets my dribbling flow down. And what I mean by dribbling flow, y'all probably like, bro, this guy got it to a science and I don't even know these words. Like, bro, it's not hard. It just gets my flow going. It gets my feel for the game, my feel for on my sticks, my feel on my controller. It's like, it's just saying it's your warm up. It's your warm up to your combo. Think of it like that. It's just your warm up. It's what gets you into the feel of the dribble. Make sure you get a feel for it. So this is my rhythm dribble, basically. Because one, I do a momentum to get momentum into between the legs. I do a fast move in order to keep myself in check, so I can keep my dribbling speed together. So basically me and my speed and my timing down. So that's why I do that so much. You constantly see me doing this a lot when I'm playing on gameplay, because it keeps my speed in check and my timing in check. That's why I do it a lot. Now that helps me. It may not help another person, but it can help others as well. So find something that's comfortable for you. That's why I like doing this move, because when I do this move, it can get into my killer crossover combo that I created in this goddamn game. I messed up. Hold on. My killer crossover combo. It leads to my killer crossover combo, and that's why I like it. It gives me that, you know what I'm saying? I'm constantly moving, and it has my speed in check. You know, you see me mess up there. My timing was off. So that's why I do it a lot, because it helps so much to the point where, you know, I could do my combos and I keep my speed in check. Big green? Big green. Oh, full white. If that was 19, I would have made that. But that's pretty much it for the video, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed. I know this was a very, very, very long video. My apologies. I'll try my best to cut off certain things, parts of the video. I try to do live commentary because I feel like that is best for dribble tutorials. Post commentary, it does work as well, but live commentary, I feel like that is best. I've been doing my hardest. I've been working my hardest for live commentary, so you guys can see my live reactions, and just so the commentary is not off with the controller camera on the screen being displayed. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your boy FlipZ. And once again, thank you so much for 13,000 subscribers. We're slowly growing, but we are growing at a fast pace, and I love the feedback I've been getting lately. Sorry I haven't been uploading a lot. 2K is just depressing right now, to be honest. But yeah, love you guys so much. Thank you for the love. Link in the description. Links are in the description below. All my social media links are down there as well. 100% active on Twitter. Leave a comment if you need any help. Drop a like if you're new. Hit that bell icon. Subscribe. Stay notified anytime I upload. It's me, your boy FlipZ. Love you guys, and I'm out. Peace.